The earthquake or shake transition. Another ridiculous transition you should usually avoid, though it's not as crazy as the kaleidoscope. It's difficult to find a use for it, but I found some anyway. Remember how you can just make a cut on a clip and put a transition on it so that you're basically using a transition as an effect? No? Because that tidbit was from one of many Nebula exclusive chapters? Well, you can, and sometimes it yields great results. That sure was easy to animate, hardly had to do anything at all. Here's another example.
Among parties based on possession?
Film Impact's version of this, called Earthquake, is actually disappointing for once. By default, it looks overly grungy and ugly, and while you can turn off the blur, you cannot turn on any motion blur, and you cannot turn off all the weird contrast, saturation, and exposure effects. Or the weird extra shadow thingies. I don't even know what those are. Sometimes I just want something shaky without all that extra stuff. They do have other transitions and effects that you might think are better suited to this, like the camera shake FX or the wiggle FX, but those aren't nearly as shaky in the same way that Earthquake is, so I guess we still need more options on Earthquake. Also, I just noticed this. There's this weird solarize effect. Look at this. You see all these bright spots in the forest are now black. Give me a parameter to reduce or turn it off. Nublu's shake transition is disappointing, as usual. All of their presets will zoom in, which they call crop, to try to disguise the fact that there's no edge mirroring or transparency or anything useful. Boris FX's camera shake is pretty great, with all the parameters you'd need, including a seed value, awesome, and it's available as a transition and as an effect. Maxon Universe also has a camera shake transition, and it's way too intense for most things. Like, epilepsy warning, I am not kidding about this, it is crazy intense, look away. What were they thinking? What is this for? Killing people with epilepsy? Okay, it's over, you can look again. This transition is less like camera shake and more like camera got hit with a freight train. Okay, let's move on. You just watched one chapter from a longer transitions tutorial, which you can also watch right now for free from the link below, or just click this little thingy on screen right now. The tutorial covers nearly every useful transition and every transitions vendor. I'll see you there.